Hello out there, YouTube and vinyl community. I'm Scott Garriott, and just want to make a quick video about the records I picked up in January. Just started making more vinyl videos, so I want to keep that going. Not the most exciting video, but maybe I'll do one for every month of this year. Maybe not, but I'm gonna do one for January. So picked up some good ones. This was the first one I picked up this year, and this will be among the best of the whole year, probably. This is an album called A Gift from Euphoria by a band called Euphoria. I just kind of found out about them a couple years ago, and really cool albums from 1969, I believe. Great year for music. And I love diverse albums, like albums that kind of take you by surprise and go all over the place, genre-wise, stylistically. And this one's definitely like that. It goes from kind of like orchestral sounding stuff to just like flat out like Appalachian country music to just crazy psychedelic rock with all kinds of sound effects and stuff. All over the place. It's just amazing. The first side is like one of my favorite sides of an album currently. The second side is still good, but it gets a little less engaging for me. But A Gift from Euphoria by Euphoria, gotta check that out. Unfortunately, it's not on streaming. It's not on like Spotify or anything. I believe it's on YouTube, or at least a lot of the tracks are on YouTube. But I had a repress of that from 2007, but I just picked up that original, and it was a little costly, but I got it for a pretty good deal compared to what they normally go for. And it sounds amazing, and I'm really happy to own that one. Probably sell my reissue at some point. All right, next up is an album by the Incredible String Band. It's a band I'm a big fan of, and this album's called I Looked Up, I think. I Looked Up. And this is the UK press, which is a different cover than the US press. US press has kind of a pretty boring cover. I used to own like a really beat up copy of it, and interesting album. The first two tracks are like some of the poppiest, catchiest, most inviting tracks that the band ever did, and then the rest of the album's like pretty experimental and kind of goes all over the place. But I enjoy all sides of that band, so I'm happy wherever they go with their music. All right, next up is another heavy hitter here. This is Brighter Later by Nick Drake. I'm sure a lot of people know about this guy and this album. This is not an original UK or anything, but it's a 70s US repress, I think 76 or something like that. Great condition, in the shrink for anyone who cares about that stuff. But yeah, I picked it up online, and my main goal is to get a copy of Pink Moon, get a like a vintage copy of Pink Moon. Probably not an original UK would be way too much for my budget, but you can occasionally get like UK represses for still a lot of money, but something I could afford. So that's my main goal, is to get a copy of Pink Moon, because I have Brighter Later and 5 Leaf Left, and I just picked up Brighter Later. But definitely into Nick Drake stuff and want to get all his albums. This is one I actually sadly have not listened to yet, but I picked this up at my local record store. Incense and Peppermints by the Strawberry Alarm Clock. And I just like 60s albums and 60s music, and I've heard the title track, obviously, but cool psychedelic, well, not exactly psychedelic, but definitely a very 60s cover on that one, and wasn't too expensive, so I thought I'd, it's not something you usually see at the record store, so I picked it up. It's an original copy from the 60s. I'll give that a listen soon. Another one that was kind of a blind buy from my record store, this is the first album by the Fairport Convention. I believe this is a different cover and a different title from when it was released in England, but this is the US press of it. And I listened to this one. I did listen to this one, and it's very good. Okay, so we had a new record store open up in Bend, where I live, Bend, Oregon. And it's only open like 3 days a week on the weekends, but decided to go there and buy a couple albums to support them. This is one of the ones I bought there. This is Lou Reed, Take No Prisoners. Pretty funny album. performance of the songs are like not the greatest in the world, but it's the banter in between the songs is what makes this album really entertaining. Just Lou Reed kind of mumbling and yelling at the audience and saying all kinds of crazy stuff. So that was something I was happy to pick up. Another one I picked up at not that record store, but my other local record store that's been here since I've lived here. This is Townes Van Zandt, Delta Mama Blues. And anytime I see a Townes Van Zandt original, this is not an original, but it's this 70s repress, tomato label for anyone who knows about that Townes Van Zandt label stuff. Only $40 for that. Really good deal, I thought. The cover's not in perfect condition, but the disc is like mint, so could not turn that down at all. Then I got this different record store. Actually, it was a bookstore that sold records, but I've always kind of wanted to own this. I see it all the time, but never like I'm inspired to grab it. This is a German pressing of Fragile by Yes. I thought it was a 73 press, but it looks like it's more of like a late 70s or early 80s press from what Discogs said. But either way, it was in mint condition for like $20. So like if you're gonna get a copy of that, it's like a fairly common album. Might as well get like a little bit of a kind of more interesting, unique copy. And then that's pretty much it. I also picked up a couple of Bob Dylan albums because I'm going to do a Bob Dylan video of all my Bob Dylan records. And there was a couple I really needed for to complete my collection, I felt like, before I made the video. This is Hard Rain, a Japanese press from the 70s. And this is the No Direction Home, a Complete Unknown soundtrack, which just got released. So I couldn't have bought this until this month anyway. But I haven't listened to that soundtrack yet. The movie was very good. Thought about doing a review of the movie, so if anyone's interested in that, let me know. I kind of want to watch it one more time. I have mixed feelings, but overall positive about the movie, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to deep dive into it and how I felt about it compared to my previous feelings about Bob Dylan during that time and how I would have done it differently and the things I liked and all that. But anyway, that's it for the records I bought in January. Hope you're having a good day, good night, whatever. Hope you enjoyed some of the stuff I showed, and see you next video.